Let's talk about the Dolly Parton musical casting because a lot of people are upset that the three people they ultimately cast did not come from the Search for Dolly open call. I'm just going to issue the blanket statement that anytime there is some kind of open call on social media, it is a marketing stunt first and foremost. That is not to say that they are fake, but they are very rarely the only casting process that is happening. Nor are they illegal, because despite being called the Search for Dolly, they never actually promised to cast anyone through this process. Rather, the grand prize was for 15 winners to fly out to New York to get a chance to audition in person for the musical. And that is something that they did do. They chose 15 winners and flew them out to New York. They even published all 15 of their names, which is kind of crazy. And in fact, they have come out and said that they have cast 2 of those 15 in the show itself. And while obviously they won't be playing one of the leads, they will likely be understudying. Now, the title, again, misleading. When you hear the Search for Dolly, you don't think, oh, it must be the Search for Dolly's understudies. But if you actually read the contest rules, that audition in New York was always advertised as the grand prize. I also want to point out that we do not necessarily know that these 3 were cast before the open call. It is certainly possible that they were considering actresses from the open call and ultimately went with these 3 actresses. Carrie St. Louis was in the workshop, so I do believe she likely had the role on lock. I don't believe Katie Rose Clark was, and I'm not sure about Quinn. And we have seen people be cast from these marketing stunts before. I mean, look at Rachel Zegler, who famously was found through an open call for West Side Story, and now is a massive star. And I also don't want to diminish the value of being able to audition in person in front of the casting team, getting your name out there. There is certainly a lot of value in that as a prize. But at the end of the day, these types of stunts exist purely to market the show that they are casting. They want to flood social media with a bunch of videos of people talking about the Dolly musical, getting people excited about the Dolly musical, and that's exactly what they did. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know, but that is just the reality that we live in.